What's up, y'all? There's people that claim to be a part of a spiritual community. All day, they claim to be a part of a spiritual community. And, well, they actually have made themselves a part of the spiritual community. But the problem is this: their motivation for gaining the knowledge that they have, for sharing whatever they share with people, it's not actually to help people grow. It's disguised as helping people grow, but their main motive is that they know that if they can use some intelligence that they gained to affect somebody in a positive way, that will make them feel good about themselves and feed their ego. It's a very complicated, twisted, insidious thing to be a spiritual narcissist. You can always tell a spiritual narcissist because they know they're not perfect. They know that they have done some things that are corrupt, that are wrong, but they will be the ones that will feel like if no one knows what they did, that they can come on and talk about what other people are doing. None of us are perfect, right? That's the reason why this is a fine line, because you have to come on and talk about what people are doing in order to inform the people to be better. And it's really hard to know someone's motive for doing this. It's really hard to tell. But one of the ways that I found that I can tell is when I'm speaking up about something and then someone comes on who is very intelligent, presents themselves as spiritually sound, and then starts to try to dissect the things that you have said, but in a way that leaves for what is called a plausible deniability. It leaves you with the idea that if I bring this up, am I being petty? Or did I really see or hear what I thought I heard or saw? Maybe I just misunderstood. You know, like, people have perfected the art of being frauds. But comes a point where you can clearly see them, because they won't take any responsibility when you do call them out for something that they may have said that was incorrect, or something that they may have thought that was incorrect. They will not take responsibility for it, not even a little bit. Perfect example. When I came out in my video 2 days ago, and then, I had said, it's a new year. Simply a phrase that I said. And then some woman came along who presented herself as spiritually sound and very intelligent and calm and stable in her thought. But as I said in my last video, she didn't present anything that had to do with anything that I said specifically. But she specifically said something about me saying New Year's and how we're Christians, we don't celebrate holidays and stuff like that. And I'm trying to figure out, where did I say that I celebrated a a holiday because I mentioned a new year. There's many different ways to look at when someone mentions a new year. It does not mean that they're pagan or that they celebrate a holiday. But even if they do celebrate the new year, there are plenty of Christians that are sound in their faith in God that celebrate that a new cycle of 365 days has come, and they use that as a kind of renewal of the things that they want to do right. Somehow this person felt the need to talk about that, so I came on and I said my video, and then after the video was done, I had some people that responded, one of which was her, and she acted like I didn't say anything about what she said. But her first statement was, we all have free will. And so I understood that. And if she listened to the video, I said a few times, you can say what you want to say, which is basically saying, I accept that you have free will. And see, this is the thing. People think they're smarter than what they really are, but they're not really paying attention. And someone who is really smart is paying attention to what people say and can read between the lines and can tell when someone has addressed what they said. So she says that and then goes on a long thing that seems to once again support, God and wisdom and healing and all this other type of stuff. So I thought about it for a little while, because this person is very good, very good at subterfuge. Throw a little stab in there and then clean it up with all the other stuff. And I decided to text her back and say, okay, I am now exerting my free will. And then I removed her from the comments and blocked her completely. That's my free will, right? So, it just really cracks me up, how people present themselves as they're intelligent, as they are learned, as they are spiritually sound and all these other things, but then they come to critique and dissect what anybody else has to say, which I just think is they're just exposing themselves to not be as smart as they think they are. Because the type of smarts that I'm talking about is spiritual discernment. The type of smarts that I'm talking about is wisdom. Wisdom comes from really healing, really dealing with your issues, and really elevating on a level where you become a universal concept in human form. You become someone who everyone can take something from in a positive way that can elevate them. You know what I'm saying? And there are people that do not want me to be that. They don't care who it is, except that it's not me. And so therefore they set out to block me at every avenue. And they think that I don't know who they are. I just don't care to give you the time of day, because I'm spiritual and I believe in God and you don't. And I know that God will deal with you. This is just, you're being used as something, as an obstacle in my obstacle course that I will complete. And I think that you all need to look at this, those people in your lives this way, because pain has a purpose. It builds, it strengthens, and it leads you to understand exactly who you really are. People like this, there's so many of them. there will never be an end to them. So get used to it. Get comfortable in the idea that you are in a training ground. That's what this earth is. You can sleep, but your spirit can't. It must continue to grow. And so therefore you will always face people like that. And the bigger your purpose is on this planet, the closer those narcissists, those agents that don't even know they're being used by the devil will be close to you. There is no leave me alone. They won't. Because they're being driven by an unseen force that they do not believe in. So they don't understand that the devil is driving them. They can't even wrap their mind around it. Because the devil has already, it's like that symbiote thing. Separate the devil from them and they would probably die. Some people, their purpose on this planet is to cause pain to others. And the reason why God allows this, I believe, is because that pain that they cause will also cause some people to rise up and become saviors of others. There are some people that will not go into their purpose unless they're pushed into it. That's my position today. I would not go into it. Like the story of Jonah. But now there's no turning back. Whatever happens, whatever comes, however long it may take, I'm here and I will not stop being who you see before you. So look at my face. You can like it, you can hate it, you can think whatever you want to about it. But those that have the light truly in them can identify the light in me. And those of you that don't have the light in you, I will be able to recognize you. And so will my soul family. Even if you're behind a fake account, sending a text message from a picture that is not you, pretending to be somebody else. Read the comments. You'll be able to tell. I want to thank those people that came out and comment that as truth support and true understanding. I want to thank you. I recognize you. I acknowledge you. And I salute you. We're all on a path and we all have a purpose, and we don't all have the same purpose. So for those of you that feel like I should stop talking, one thing is obvious. You don't have the same purpose that I do. For those of you that think I should just mind my business and just go about my life, you don't have the same purpose that I do. God did not give you the same message that He's given me. And the fact that you would say that tells me everything about the level you are at spiritually, intellectually, mentally, and emotionally. Gain wisdom. Read the Proverbs. Maybe you'll learn something. Don't take it from me. It's not about the man, it's about the message. Treat people good, give God His props, and be your authentic self regardless of what anybody thinks. One love. Enjoy your day, y'all.